All right. Hello, Idiots on Parade, the Too Ugly for TV podcast. We mock the news so you don't have to. I am Nathan Simmel, stand-up comedian in Iowa City. With me, as always, is Jake Vevra, stand-up comedian in New York City. Hello, Jake.
How's it going?
All is well here. Just got back from my daughter's symphony band performance, and I felt bad for the drummer. The drummer should have memorized the song so he could just play it, but instead you could see him reading it, and everything was like boom, tap, count two, boom, tap, and it's like, come on, dude, you gotta just swing, you gotta feel the drums. But other than that, good stuff.
That's rough, man. Yeah, it's got to be hard to be a 12-year-old drummer who doesn't know the songs. I've never thought about that before this very moment, but God damn it.
Well, you'll experience it once your kids get there, but
being a 12-year-old drummer who doesn't know the songs is trying to navigate TikTok live as two men in their 40s. It's difficult. It's difficult.
It is difficult.
But here's the thing: that 12-year-old drummer, he would have gotten our TikToks going like that. I guarantee you.
I disagree. I was just going to say that we have gotten good at navigating TikTok. Tonight, it was all TikTok fucking up. Right there, TikTok. Not
I disagree. I'm going to suck up to TikTok. I love TikTok and I love China. Taiwan isn't a real country.
They don't own it anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. Free Taiwan. Free Taiwan. Every bad thing I ever said about Taiwan when TikTok was underneath the boots of that oppressive regime, I take back. Also, John Cena is a hack and a sellout. Well, I guess I should be sucking up to the Trump regime, right? That's the right.
That's what we should do.
Yeah.
All right, Mark missed when I was in Kansas City. Why? We had a sold-out first show and a three-quarters packed second show. It was great. It was absolutely a blast. Kansas City was good stuff. Was man. A lot of fun. All right.
Sorry about the Chiefs this year.
What's that?
I said sorry about the Chiefs this year to everybody.
I'm not. I'm fucking sick of them. I'm glad.
No, I hear you.
When they started winning, I'm like, oh, good for the Chiefs. Right. That's, I
don't think I've ever seen a team go from, holy shit, a complete underdog is winning for once to fuck these guys. We hate them. They're the new Patriots, I
was just going to say, happened with the Patriots. Yes. They were nothing. It's happening with the Eagles. Everyone was happy to see the Eagles get knocked out this year. I mean,
yeah, I feel like those teams kind of had a longer on-ramp. The Chiefs just went from nothing to boom all at once. And then they were so good to where it's like after 3 years, everybody just hated them.
Well, you get tired. You like rotations. You think Kelsey retires?
I think there's still some fucking juice left in his tank. Although I don't know, man. I mean, he's married to a trillionaire. So it's like, maybe it's just kind of like, do I really want to get fucking CTE as opposed to enjoying, $500 million and the
thing is they had a shit season. He had an okay season. He set a couple records, but does he want to try to go out on top? Does he want to chase that dream like Aaron Rodgers going from the Packers to the Jets to the Steelers and I got one more? Everybody wants that. Peyton Manning with the Broncos or Brady with the Buccaneers. Everybody wants that. But that's a rarity.
But see, I still think Chiefs keep him around for a while. You know what I mean?
No, the Chiefs aren't trying to get rid of him, but it's still the idea of just chasing the glory when it's like, dude, just fucking walk away before you suffer a fucking injury.
Yeah, but it's also like, dude, guy's a football player. He's going to keep playing football until he can't play football anymore. I mean, that's most of the way those guys do it, Granted, it is smart to a point to where it's like, okay, I've my legacy's secure. I'm going to get up before, but even Tom Brady, who had a more secure legacy than Tom Brady before that very last season? They always got to have that one, and you can make the argument that's this for Travis Kelce, but he's still a lot younger than Brady was when he retired, and he's still got a lot.
But he takes more hits than Brady. He's not protected.
That's true. But I still think there's, he, and you pointed out, man, he had a good season. Even though the Chiefs didn't. I mean, look at I'm a Lions fan. Go Lions. Look at Barry Sanders. The guy had an amazing season every season for 10 years, and the team always fucking sucked. It's just like sometimes you can have an amazing season as a player, even though the team doesn't really do that well.
Yes. I met a Chief in Kansas City. Hall of Famer Bobby Bell came to the show. Fucking first Kansas City Chief inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. I don't remember which Super Bowl he won, 72 maybe. I'd have to look it up. But dude, fucking big dude, nice dude, came up to me after the show, said he really liked my set, said he loved my act, said I was funny, shook my hand. I got to shake a hand with a Super Bowl ring on it. That was fucking awesome. Might have been his Hall of Fame ring. Either we had one in each hand. He had a Super Bowl ring and a Hall of Fame ring. And it was fucking, I've never met an NFL Super Bowl winning player, Hall of Fame. It was pretty fucking cool.
Shaking a hand with a Super Bowl ring on is pretty cool. Not to one up you. I got a hand job from a hand with a Super Bowl ring on it in an alley.
But was it from an NFL player, or was it from an NFL player that like lost everything and had to hawk the Super Bowl ring, and you got the hand job from someone who bought the Super Bowl ring from a pawn shop?
She claimed that she was just a normal lady that had never been a dude who won a Super Bowl. But I'll tell you that wide back said otherwise.
Good stuff. All right, let's jump in. I sent you a TikTok that I wanted to talk about first. I just stumbled onto it. I'm playing it in the background. I'm going to mute it. I just can't remember the name of the company that I wanted to, now it paused. I didn't want to pause it. I want to fucking play it. And now it's locked up. Thanks, Stu. Now, TikTok is fucking up underbrush remineralizing gum. Did you watch the TikTok, my friend? I
did, but I couldn't figure out what she was actually upset about in terms of like what comment she was making. Honestly, go ahead and explain it so that people know what the hell we're talking about.
I'm scrolling through TikTok and this video catches my eye because it was a really good opening. It's a guy who does that. Hey, raise your hand if you woke up this morning and had thousands of hateful comments on your TikToks. I did. And I'm like, all right, you have my attention. And apparently this
I would kill for 1,000 hateful comments in our TikTok.
Oh, dude, it's the best. I mean, maybe not if you're a company. So whatever I just said, revitalizing gum, it's a natural gum company. It's not like a Wrigley's or a Hubba Bubba. It's natural gum, sure. And they go live every week and talk about their products. Well, this woman shows up, and the way the video's laid out, he said, he did this great reveal. He said, yeah, my intern did something dumb on our weekly live cast. He made some pretty hateful and insensitive comments, and this woman, she talked about it and it blew her. Here, let's take a look at the hateful and insensitive comments. And they cut to a clip of the live where he's going, well, ma'am, I'm not here to talk politics. There are a lot of live casts out there. If you want to talk politics, there are a lot of live casts for you. I'm just here to talk gum. I don't think it would be appropriate to talk about who I voted for. I'm not smart enough for that. I just want to talk about gum. And then the owner says that, like a couple minutes later, they had to block her because she just kept harassing this gum company with, who did you vote for? Who did you vote for? We need to know who you support in politics. And so when she got blocked, she put out this video like, fuck this company. They won't say who they voted for. And the company never lets on whether they lean right or left. He hides it very well. He says, I'm not here to talk politics. And so as the video goes on, he's really nice to her. He makes a couple of jokes at her expense, well-deserved, and says, if you get off on coming onto companies and blasting them because they don't agree with your politics, that's fine. That's your hobby. But we're not here to engage it. We will block people that do that. We just want to talk about our gum. I employ 70 people. I'm proud of them. Some are working on their visas. They come from other countries. And he's showing all these clips of his employees. It was just a really well thought out response. But the whole point is that it's kind of like when I went viral for my stupid canned pumpkin video, where two of the dumbest influencers said, this guy says he's a comedian and he's telling a joke, but no, he's a real husband that's a bad husband and this is a real story and fuck him. This woman just created a narrative in her head, released a video, And really stupid people started blasting the company without knowing anything. And I just found that fascinating. That it was just fascinating that they blew up the company with hateful "fuck you, I'm boycotting your company" comments. "I'll never buy from you," when they know nothing about the politics because nothing was said. It's just a fascinating study in going viral on the internet.
But here's what drove me nuts about their video. They didn't say what the lady was saying. I know it was something political, but like, do you even know what she said? I couldn't find it.
She kept asking who they supported politically, and he didn't want to respond. The 20-year-old intern just kept saying, "I don't want to talk politics. I'm just here to talk gum."
Who did she support politically?
I didn't find that out.
That's all I wanted to know. I'm like, what the hell was, like, what's she pushing on these guys?
Yeah, I went to her page. Someone tagged her. And the only video I saw, I could have searched through her videos, but the only one I saw was the first one. She said, "Well, the company has responded to me. They call me an influencer that twerks." And I'm like, wow, you are I saw enough of her to go, you know what? You're a fucking handful. You are a lot. I put this squarely on her because the company Revitalizing Gum had such a nice measured response. And that's what I liked about it is you didn't know who they supported. You didn't know who she supported. I
gotta know who she supported. Like, I gotta know what
you could have hunted her down. Look at the comments.
I tried, man. I tried. It's a million comments that don't really get specific.
Well, on this click video? On her profile.
It's not letting me do it. Where's her fucking profile?
One of the top comments is tagged her. And if you just put the most relevant comments in that, if you filter by most relevant comments, hers should come up, or not hers, someone tagging her.
Yeah, not on mine, man. Apparently, nobody finds what this woman actually said relevant, but me. That's what I'm getting because I'm not finding this
The
anywhere.
first comment I see is she asked Nolan who he voted for and his political opinions, and he said he can't say anything about it because he is there to promote gum, not a political party, and. Let's see if I can find her. Well, I'm on my desktop, so I can't. But I mean, you can find here if you watch the video.
I just assumed you'd know it because you sent it to me. So now I'm like, well, I can't.
No. Her name is Marietta Villalobos. That's from a movie. Villalobos. That's a movie name. God, that's gonna piss me off not knowing what movie that's from. Oh, I can't think of what movie. Anybody in the comments remember Mia Vololo? Fuck, it's from the 80s. Fuck.
Well, so even if I Google this now,
just by going to their video and pausing, her name's right there.
This would probably be. I'm using my phone to stream, so I'm trying to do this crap on the desktop.
On my desktop. I just did it.
No, it doesn't really work as well. God damn it! Now this is going to drive me nuts. Yeah. I gotta know what she's saying. Either way, yeah, I hope she
got it right. A handful is slang for batshit crazy. Yes, I'm saying she is. She's got crazy in the picture about. She's just like, they won't tell me who they voted for. That's what's wrong with this company. It's like, dude, you got fucking too much time on your hands. Pulp Fiction, The Taxi Driver, Sophie and Ken. I love you. Yes, that's Bruce Willis's girlfriend, Maria Lovololo. Yeah, I can't even say it, but thank you, Sophie and Ken. That was gonna piss me off. I was gonna have to Google it later. Yes. Yes,
I think I found her on
not
Instagram. She seems to be twerking.
How do you know did you know you killed him? Sweetie, I didn't know I killed him until you told me right now. Yeah. The taxi driver, not the girlfriend. Girlfriend's French. The taxi drivers were in the. Thank you, Sophie and Ken. God damn. Sophie and Ken, did you Google that or did you fucking know that? Because I should have known that. I know Pulp Fiction well. I did not pull that out. I'm pissed at myself for not recognizing that.
I found her on Instagram, and they seem to be right about this twerking thing, man. I see a lot of twerking, nothing about politics, really. Let me check the stories. A lot of times in the stories, that's where nothing on the goddamn stories. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
That's funny. It is funny, though, that they call, they sort of like, she puts out how to twerk videos. I guess that is what she does. She does how to twerk videos.
Okay, so now I've gone to what... This ain't even her TikTok. Like, what is this shit? Oh my God. It's going to drive me nuts. I really got to know who the fuck this lady is because I got to know who she radicalizes this company for. I hope they don't hold strong, man. I hope that they, see, now it's just sending me to TikTok, but not her page. This is going to drive me nuts. I hope they turn her in. I hope she turns this company into whatever the hell the My Pillow guy is, like to pillows. I want these guys to be that of chewing gum. You know what I mean?
Except he's not popular. He lost. I want them to gain business.
I mean, those guys did for a while, you know?
Oh, you mean before he went batshit insane? They did on the first little ride for the look. I'm just saying I want to watch the whole thing burn, baby. I don't really care about the long-term health of the company. I just want it to be fun for a little while. You know what I mean? I just want this guy on TV chewing gum, just all the other gum tastes like evil liberal gum. And then he's shooting packs of bubble gum like Kid Rock. Or the other side, you know what I mean? If this lady's right wing, I want him to be like the Antifa of chewing gum, you know? No, I like the way it was.
Chewing it up and throwing it in the face of ICE people, making them all sticky and grape flavored.
He's my name. The underbrush is technically Nathan and Sons. That's who.
I noticed that. Nathan and Sons. Yeah.
Here's what I want to know, because I thought about, this is the first time I looked him up. I thought about looking it up like, 2 packs, save $9. Wait a second. If you're saving $9, how much is the, holy shit, $31.49 if you subscribe for gum. Try once. 2 packs of gum, try once, $44.99.
Wait, $44 for how much gum?
2 packs of 18 pieces each, so 36 pieces of gum, $44.99. Or you can subscribe and get it for $31.49.
Bro.
Not revitalizing gum, remineralizing gum. It's supposed to strengthen your enamel as you chew.
Admittedly, I don't chew gum. I haven't bought gum in probably over a decade. I haven't priced it in a little while since the tariffs. I think they're kind of priced out of most of the gum market there.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at this like, I'm curious about the company, not in a sexual way, but maybe I'm open to it. I'm just not curious there yet, but I am open to being sexually curious about the company, but not at this price. Oh my God. Yeah. For you can get 8 packs, save 20. So 144 pieces, 8 packs, save $24 by subscribing, or try once for $79.99 for 144 pieces of gum.
With Wagyu beef. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's but they have other stuff. They sell let's see their toothbrushes. What do they want for those? Toothbrush kit.
Are they solid gold toothbrushes that
Boar's hair, $20. Castor
so I gotta pay
$20.
Okay, $20 isn't as crazy for a toothbrush. You can damn sure get one from Crest for cheaper, but like, you can get way cheaper gum out there, man. And the toothbrush, you only got to buy one of those every, like 6 months.
Yeah. Oh,
2
here
years
we go.
If you're me.
So their powder tooth scrub, which is their version of toothpaste, but it's a unique tooth scrubbing oral powder. This product combines unique functional ingredients with mineral-rich components, blah, blah, blah. Subscribe for $24.49 for their toothpaste, and recommended delivery is every 2 weeks. So you're spending $50 a month on toothpaste.
Dude, let me tell my wife that I got a $50 a month toothpaste budget. She'll be like, I'm taking the kids and getting some normal toothpaste, and we are fucking leaving, dude.
Lead Hit likes Mr. Pillow. I don't have a Mr. Pillow, but I have a pillow cube. Anybody out there? I should get paid for this endorsement. Have you ever heard of Pillow Cube? It's literally a square pillow or a rectangle, but it's designed so that when you sleep, you've got this square right here, so your head's not sagging. Or it's beautiful. I'm a side sleeper, so I just sleep. It's a pillow cube.
I go to sleep too. That's cool.
Fucking awesome.
Well,
Sophie and Ken is right. Sounds like something you'd find advertised on Alex Jones. I mean, kind of. It kind of does.
What you need to do right now, I'm taking a break from talking about aliens and lizards who are running the Pentagon. You need to get a boar's hair toothbrush, this kind of stuff. It goes deep. The demon pedophiles who run Crest don't want you to know about it. You need to also chew some of my gum. It has deep minerals. You're going to need that to fight the globalists once they come over. I need you to fill your bunker with tons of this stuff. Get a pack of toothbrushes. Get a lot of gum. Despite what Nancy Pelosi says, my gum tastes way better than gum. Buy it.
They got merch too. They got hats. They got 3 hats. One says True, one is a spruce leaf, and the other one says Underbrush, the name of the company. $40 for a baseball hat. And then a minimalist multi-tool key.
Dude, I love the shit that it's some natural hippie shit, and then it's like, oh, it's like gum for billionaires. Like what the fuck?
It's like Bombas socks. My wife buys Bombas socks, okay, every so often. Are you familiar with them? No. They advertise that for every pair of socks you buy, they donate a pair of socks to a homeless shelter because socks are the most in need because homeless people wear through. And you go like, oh, wow, what a good company. And then you pull it up and it's like one pair of socks is $20. You're like, I can get a 10-pack of socks from Target for $20. I'm not buying one pair for $20. I'm sorry, I don't have that kind of sock budget.
$20 for one pair.
If that,
you better bring a truckload of socks to the homeless shelter for that. That's crazy.
I mean, all right. So I'm on Bombas, and here we go. Men. Oh, they have a lot now. They have boxer briefs and boxers, but here we go. Let's just find socks, ankle socks, and actually a 4-pack for $50. One pair $14, cheaper than I thought, but I'm still not. 7-pack, $85. $14 is not as bad as I thought. It's still more than I'd want to pay for one pair of socks, you know? $50 for a 4-pack, that's yeah.
Yeah, man.
This is like the what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow shit. Like, you know, like the scented vagina candle, and you know, she sells a shirt for $70, or Kanye sold t-shirts for $150.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I finally found it, not to sidetrack it. I scrolled down past probably about 3-4 dozen twerk videos, and I found something that said Free Palestine. So I at least know where she's lining up a little bit politically. And she is going to drive this gum company straight into the arms of Netanyahu. They're going to be sending $20 packs of gum to the IDF free of charge.
Does the gum look like chiclets? Kinda. It's they're little squares. They're not sticks. At least the one I clicked.
It used to be little squares. Now they actually. I just clicked on their most recent one.
No, it's Little Star David.
Yeah. It's Blue Star gum. Yeah, they're going hard the other way, just because they don't like this lady.
All right. A scientist Solar Lass likes chews gum with xylitol and claims it can fix small cavities. I don't know if they have xylitol. I've clicked off them, but yeah, I mean, maybe it's cheaper than a trip to the dentist.
Although, dude, I'm really starting to like this lady's twerking videos. I'm kind of more pro-Palestine now. Oh, they're great. Yeah. I'm way free Palestine now. It's crazy the things that can sway me. You know, I'm a one-issue voter.
Hey, you got to pick one issue and go with it. It's the easiest way. Researching several issues, that takes too much time.
Hell yeah, dude. Netanyahu and the IDF ain't got nothing on that ass.
I'm going to have to look up her twerking videos while we're done.
Pretty good.
All right. Next story. This did not hit the mainstream news, and I am stunned. Maybe it's because of the source, but Candice Owens released leak audio from Turning Point USA in which Erika Kirk is her giggling and cheerfully discussing attendance figures, merchandise sales, and performance metrics from Charlie Kirk's memorial event just 11 days after his death. I mean, I am stunned the media, the liberal left-wing media did not like jump on this with pointed fingers and point out that, yeah, she's like, oh my God, I love all these emojis. How much money did we like? I love the tweet I found this in, by the way. Please let the record show that if my future husband ever dies and I start bragging about how much money I raised from his funeral, someone please call the police. I mean, that's a pretty good lie. But yeah, this went nowhere. I thought it would get some traction, but nothing. I have seen zero reporting on it. I think it's because of Candice Owens.
Well, no, I think it's touching. It's because look, that's exactly. Should I end up leaving this earth before my time? I told my wife, I want you to grieve and handle this as well as Mrs. Kirk. I want you 20 minutes after I'm gone to be putting out GoFundMe's and doing arena shows with pyro with sparklers sticking out of your ass. You know what I mean? Like that is a proper way to grieve, dude. So that's, you know,
we all grieve differently. We all grieve differently.
But dude, I think it is because of Candice Owens, and it's also like, not for nothing, man. It is kind of in poor taste to just sit there and go, I know I just made a joke about it, but you know what I mean? Like if you're a more serious person,
if you're a serious person, like the arrested Don Lemon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you have any sort of integrity or decency, which I don't, you wouldn't be making fun of a lady for not grieving the right way, you know? And like Candice Owens' whole thing is she's pushing this conspiracy that he was bumped off by Turning Point and all that kind of thing. And she's
I thought Fuente's followers bumped him off. I thought it was a Fuente. I thought it was a Crips Bloods of the.
Dude, have you not been following the Candice conspiracies about this?
No,
no.
I can't listen to her because she gives me such a weird boner because she's very attractive, but she's such a horrible person. You know, it's like this weird.
Oh, I don't care. You got to see her twerking videos. I don't give a good goddamn. I'm Team Candice, baby.
And look, I'm a horrible man, so I can't listen to her. I have to be, involved visually and go straight to the boner thing, like I just.
Dude, I meant to when I saw you send me this. I meant to hit you up about this before. So she's pushing conspiracies that either Israel killed him or Turning Point killed him, or is a little bit of both.
That's right here, Sophie and Ked.
Yeah. That's kind of the conspiracies that are floating around. That. The Turning Point organization was involved.
Did he want us out of Israel? I thought he was pro. He's not pro-Palestine, was he?
No, he wasn't. But he was starting to kind of lean that way a little bit. Not not as pro-Palestine as this twerking lady that hates the gun.
But hey, his was all budget, wasn't it? He just didn't want money.
Yeah. The conservatives don't care if every Palestinian checks out tomorrow. Their thing is like, well, I just don't want to pay $1 trillion for it, right? Like they don't really care about the women and kids getting hurt over there.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like, we're spending too much, right? And that's sort of the conspiracy, is like that Israel's involved, that Turning Point was involved, but she's got even nuttier ones where she suggests that Charlie Kirk was a time traveler. Yeah, I wanted to hit you up about this. She's got ones where she suggests that he's a time traveler and the Egyptians have ancient Egyptian seer technology that they got this from the Sumerians that lets them see future events, which, man, that seeing stone missed like Alexander the Great and the Ottomans and a lot of things in between that. You know what I mean? It missed crypto. They should have maybe invested some money in early on. Some Google. You know what I mean? They should have bet on the Patriots this year to have a good season. So I mean, the seer stone doesn't necessarily see anything, but apparently it had something to do with Charlie Kirk. And then she's got like another one where she was like reading some letter from this guy who was like, I've been hearing the stuff you've been saying about Charlie Kirk being a time traveler and having psychic agents from the government or some weird shit like that. And I think I'm being tracked by those people. And dude, it gets really nutty, man. So yeah, just because Candice says a thing doesn't mean it's always true.
True, but I mean, they have the audio. I don't think she faked it, because you'd think Erika would have come out immediately and said, this is not me. This is bullshit audio. This is Candice making up audio. By the way, when it comes to everything you just said about time traveling, the last time we talked about Candice is when the French president is taking her because they said that his wife had a dick once, that his wife was
again. Now, I've never seen the wife of the prime minister of France or president or whatever.
Macron?
I've never seen her vagina and or dick, right? However, I would be willing to bet all the money that I own or will ever make that if she had a dick, the Conservative Party he was running against would have gotten wind of it, and it would have came up in the election. No pun intended.
Probably, I was right. It was Macron and his wife. They're the ones suing. I thought it was
Macaroon.
Macaroni.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's a weird move suing her too, because it's like she also pushed one against the Obama. She had the exact same conspiracy that Michelle Obama is a man, and they call him Big Mike. You know what Obama said about it? Absolutely nothing. because he was like, "No, this is like beneath me, and it's kind of a weird, goofy conspiracy, and I think it'll look worse if I actually talk about this horse shit. So I'm gonna do the voice on a deep sea documentary instead."
I go either way. Like, I get ignoring it, but I kind of like fucking suing the shit out of these people. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's also like, you're the leader of a country, dude. Do you really care what a lady who's babbling about Charlie Kirk being a time traveler has to say about your wife's dick that doesn't exist? Like, shouldn't you be working on your economy, bud? Shouldn't you be spending time? Like, hey, man, maybe the French dollar or whatever they got over there, Frenchies. I don't know what they call their currency.
The euro.
Whatever. Oh, euro. I'm so fucking dumb. You know what I mean? But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Maybe worry about the unemployment stats as opposed to this lady said thing about my wife. She no have dick. That was not a French accent at all. I don't know what I'm talking about. That was Borat.
I was just gonna say that sounded Slovakian. That sounded like Eastern European. That was the president of France's wife. I think it's actually Sacha Baron Cohen. I think there might be something to this. I heard a speech yesterday. That one got a snort
I heard a
out of
speech
you.
yesterday, man. She sounds just like that.
I don't know. The French get 6 weeks of vacation. He's got to do something with it. Why not file a lawsuit? You got 6 weeks of doing fucking nothing.
If you're on 6 weeks, then you should be enjoying yourself. You can't be, you got a country to run. When you get, have a few drinks, you sit on the beach. Don't get mad about what some lady's saying about your wife's
Smoke
fake
some
dick.
cigarettes.
Yeah. Or if what she's saying is true, get pounded by your hot lady dick wife. You know what I mean? Like, just whatever's going on. And then you just go, well, I'm pretending I'm above it all, even though I'm beneath this lady. You know what I mean? And I'm just boom, whatever it is. Just enjoy yourself on vacation. Stop worrying about Candice Owens.
All right.
She's babbling about time traveling. All you got to do right now is when she fucking like tweets at you and just retweet her and fucking put a video of her babbling about time traveling and going, this is the same lady that thinks my wife has a dick. You believe her? You believe her?
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when after the whole... Oh, I can't remember her fucking name. Who did Roseanne say was from Planet of the Apes?
Oh, was it Valerie Jarrett? That's not right. It was somebody from the Obama administration.
Yeah,
right?
I think Valerie. Long story short, you and I talked about this because we both listened after she got fired from Roseanne and Valerie Plame. I
don't know.
So she went on Rogan, and Jesus fuck, dude, she was talking about numerology and the fucking fact she had brain damage, from getting hit by a car. And it's like, she is legit I believe her that she wasn't being racist. She is legit not all there.
Yeah. No, she had the famous, I thought the bitch was white. You remember? She was screaming that in a little online addressment that she made afterwards. Yes. And you know what? I believe her, man. She's fucking bad shit. And, to be fair to Roseanne, I did listen to that Rogan and another one she was on. She had a serious brain injury when she was a kid, like got hit by a car going across the street. And like the emblem from a Mercedes-Benz got embedded into her brain, like through her skull. They had to have it removed. She had to like relearn, and she was completely different afterwards. And like when you really sit there and listen to her long form on a podcast, you're like, this is somebody who's kind of not all fucking there. Yeah, and
it's not. I'm stunned she was able to hide it for so long just by, being able to memorize lines and be an actress, and good for her. But when she just free talks, I mean, it is not only insane, but it's incoherent. She just goes down these paths of numerology and kind of like Alex Jones, human pig hybrids,
right?
And the aliens and the time travel and the time travel, the wormholes and the space. There was a lot of space alien shit and human hybrids and lizard people. She was big into lizard people, and it's like, this is the woman you're worried about said something racist. Like, she's not all there. It doesn't mean you should be forgiving. Now, if she had tweeted out the N-bomb, that's one thing, but she didn't. She was just...
Yeah, and I mean, like, I will say the lady she tweeted that about did look fairly ethnically ambiguous. So not necessarily like, I mean, you don't really, if you didn't know who she was, you would kind of look and not really know. That said, if you're as white as either one of us, you probably shouldn't be calling people, apes or monkeys or anything if they're any darker than eggshell. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like, it's kind of a bad look.
Valerie Plame was the CIA agent that fucking what's his face? Cheney outed. I got that one wrong.
Yeah, now I'm gonna Google it too. A lady.
I Google Planet of the Apes. Valerie Jarrett.
Valerie Jarrett. I said that earlier. I said it earlier. I was right on that. Yeah,
I was stuck on Valerie Plame because
all the facts I got wrong on this podcast, and I had that one just sitting there at the back of my. It's ridiculous.
Oh, damn it! I just pulled up the wrong one. All right, Valerie Jarrett. She's a black woman, but she's a light. Yeah, she could be. I could see. Yeah, this is not a hard and fast.
But I will say, in America in this day and age, whatever you think she looks like is you probably shouldn't stay away from the ape comparisons. If you're super white,
Wiggy
it's just a bad look. You know what I mean?
Let a real comedian speak. Open the StreamYard. But what do you mean by open the StreamYard? We got the chat open. We got you up. I guess I'm.
Yeah, we just read your comment and it was hilarious, bro. Good job.
I guess I'm confused. Sophie and Ken liked your Obama. We'd love to tour the country together, but
let's go. Tell people to
let's set the shows up, man. And that wouldn't happen.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, maybe we should try that. Maybe we should. Hey, dude who wants to? Mark, tell us what city you want us to come to. Maybe
Kansas City, and he just fucking ditched. I was literally there, and he didn't even come.
Oh well, fuck, dude. Now I know you can't be trusted. Like. Hell yeah, dude! Let's do a little co-headlining sometime out there.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right. And the hits just keep on coming. Amazon to lay off 16,000 employees after grocery shakeup, bringing total cuts to 30,000 since October. And I don't know if it was in this article, but I read it elsewhere that UPS was laying off a serious amount. My favorite thing is I love how Amazon's laying off 46,000 employees, and at the same time paid Melania $28 million out of the $40 million budget. So that means the movie cost $12 million. I don't know what Brett Ratner got, but like, all right, we got a $40 million budget. Melania, here's $28 million, and then we'll put the rest into the movie. And it's like,
yeah,
that's a nice payday.
It's clearly a bribe to Trump, but I've heard the reviews aren't good. Now, everybody's going to be so biased on this thing. I actually looked up Rotten Tomatoes, and it's sort of hilarious when you look at the score. Oh, yeah. Because the critics gave it like 16%.
Audience loves it.
And then audience was 99 to where it's like, all right, man, clearly, come on, man. There's shenanigans going on. But I will say, you've been watching UFC now that it's on Paramount?
No.
Oh, I'm loving that shit, dude. They had its first 2 weeks. They had one back to back the last 2 Saturdays. And the first one they had on Paramount, which would have been 2 Saturdays ago, they were like, there was a ton of commercials for one thing, because I know in the early prelims, there was 4 fights. 2 of them were canceled. The other 2 were first round knockouts. So they're like, we got to fill some time, And there's only so many times you can play the videos of like, I'm training really hard for a fight. Here's a montage of me knocking guys out. Just shit like that. Like, you can only, you only got so many of those. There's only so much commentary, right? So they, they'd play some commercials. They were pumping the Melania doc hard on UFC. Like, I saw that thing probably a dozen times. I'm like, Jesus Christ, really? And then I was hearing all these, reports about people not going to the theaters to see it and get bad reviews all week. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, I'm watching UFC again. And I watched it all. I'm talking from early prelims to the end. So that's probably a good 5 hours of UFC, right? And, plenty of time for commercials because it's in between fights. They're doing a ton of stuff, right? Not one Melania commercial this last weekend. And granted, sometimes I'd have to go away to mess with the kids or whatever because my wife was working, and I was, but I was really trying to like keep like a tally. and boom, goose egg. I don't know how many played they played the first week. It was a lot. I wasn't keeping count. I was just kind of getting high and drunk and, just watching the fights. But I know it was a lot. I can tell you that.
Did you see this? I don't know if it stands, but IMDb is owned by Amazon, and you can rate movies, viewer ratings, kind of like Rotten Tomatoes. Viewers say this, and it had a shit 1-star rating, and they just removed the ability to rate Melania on IMDb because it's owned by Amazon. I don't know if it's back, but
that'll do it.
They did take it down.
That'll do it. They will. They got an angry phone call.
It's not changed. There's no end of there. God says we could go to Fort Dodge with our tour because I just posted a thing. One of the worst shows I ever did was in Fort Dodge because it was at a dance club, and they didn't tell anybody there was going to be a comedy show. So the dance club
always goes over well.
Yeah, well, the dance club opened at 10, so they decided to have a comedy show at 9, but they didn't promote it. So at 9:30, there were only 2 people there, the bartender's friends. So they said, all right, start the comedy show. And the opener goes up, and then at 10, when the doors open, people start coming in. They're like, oh, why isn't the dance club whatever? And they just keep talking, and more and more people come in. And there was no stage, and there was no lighting. So we were sort of standing next to the bar, and then it was just a fucking disaster.
Dude, some of the absolute worst shows I've ever done were like ambush shows on the road on a night when it's busy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just from like locals, regulars, this is their spot. And for whatever reason, the bartender got convinced to do a comedy show when he's already got a bar full of people there who don't want to see comedy. Like they're going there to get drunk and hang out and talk. The last thing they want to do is see comedy. Like there's 2 types of audience members: people who went in wanting to see a comedy show, and people who are going to be terrible audience members, and understandably so. That's the most frustrating thing. You cannot in good faith get mad at them because they did not land on your comedy show. Your comedy show landed on them. It's just it's what it is, man. It's an ambush show. I would always love the comics that would get indignant about it. And it's like, dude, you're not. I know I was
a dance club. They were showing up to dance, and someone was standing with a microphone. That's not. They walked in wondering why. They probably walked up to the door going, "Sounds quiet. Why don't I hear?"
Right. And it's one thing. If it's one thing going at a guy hard who's like legit heckling you, then fine, But if you're just shitting on people for not paying attention, it's like
they're just ignoring because they weren't ready for it. So, all right, let's get out of here. But let's ask the chat. Like, we've done 2 night shows. Is this easier to tune into?
I will say it doesn't work for me anymore anyway.
Oh, yeah, this is the last
dude, it's too much. Like with Amy's teaching and putting the kids to bed, it's creating a thing.
Gotcha. I'm around this Saturday, so we can go back to Saturday. Last Saturday I had a big drive, so
I can't really do Saturdays anymore so much.
I
might be able to.
Oh, that's right. We did talk about this. We did talk about jumping to Sundays.
We were talking about doing Sundays in the.
Yeah, I can do the 8th. I can't do the 15th, so we'll have to work out. But then I can do the 22nd. I can do March 1st.
Awesome, man. You want to shoot for noon Eastern time Sunday again?
Yeah, just
cool.
Because now there's no more football. So, all right, we're switching to Sundays, everyone. We are switching to Sundays.
All right. Hey man, real quick before we get out of here, did you see the stuff they released about Nancy Mace today?
No.
I haven't gone and read all of it, but there's like stuff that got leaked from her staffers that have said that basically she started out kind of normal. You know what I mean? Just like
but then she went full Trump.
Yeah, but then it was also like something else happened to where she started getting really nutty behind the scenes too. And
all right, let's look it up and talk about it next week.
Dude, yeah, it's really good. I could, you know what? In fact, it'd be a cliffhanger for next week. If
we're going to Sunday, Sophie and Ken wants us to wear priest outfits.
There we go, dude. We could switch off. One of us could be priest. One of us could be altar boy. We could do like
that's true.
Matching couple.
All right.
costumes.
Solar says, have a nice week. Anyone that tuned in, thank you. Anyone over on TikTok, thank you. We're going Sundays at noon Eastern. Not the 14th because I won't be here, but every Sunday is pretty much a go for me at 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern. I have been Nathan Timmel. You can find me at NathanTimmel.com. I got a lot going on there, from books to shirts to hats to sweatpants. 1 hour special on YouTube, Unapologetic. Jake has been Jake Vevra. You can find him on all social media platforms at Jake Vevra, Vevera, and his special is Unalived by Dog Pills. We will see you on Sunday.
I don't buy gum from anybody who wanted to kill Moderno.